Hey, what's up you guys? Installing a trailer hitch on your Ford Bronco Sport can take you to some really cool places, like biking, camping, or even towing a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Let's go ahead and break down this install. You'll need the tools seen here to complete this installation. So to start off our install, we need to remove 4 screws on the bottom of our bumper. This will help us pull back on the bumper to get our hitch into place. So to remove each of these screws, we're going to use a 7mm socket. Next, we need to lower our exhaust. Now, on both the driver and the passenger side, you can see a rubber hanger on the bottom of the frame. We need to remove those brackets. Using a 10mm socket, we'll remove this nut. Now, before we do that, we need to support our exhaust so it doesn't fall. So we're going to take a support strap and we're going to loop it around this cross member right here to support it. Now on the passenger side hanger, we need to remove one nut using the 10mm socket. And then we'll pull off our wiring harness. And then we'll remove our hanger. Now if you need a little bit more room to bring your hitch into place, there's a third hanger right down the middle down here. Now you can remove that using some exhaust removal pliers or just some normal pliers if you have them. And when removing hangers, it makes it easier to spray it with some soapy water. Now we're ready to bring our hardware into place. For each side of the vehicle, we have 3 carriage bolts and spacer blocks. Now they are going to be brought into these 3 holes on the bottom of the frame. And to bring them into the frame, we're going to need to use a fishwire technique. Let's show you how that's done. To fishwire bolts into place, we're going to use this hole on the inside of our frame as our access hole. And we'll use a step bit to enlarge this hole. Now to fish wire, we're going to take the coiled end and we're going to start with our hole towards the rear of the vehicle. We're going to push it in towards our access hole and then we're just going to fish it out. Then we're going to connect our bolt and block. We'll push our block in first, followed by our bolt, and then we're going to pull it through our hole. And then we'll repeat on the other 2 holes. And then we'll repeat that entire process on the passenger side. Now we're going to modify the bottom of our bumper to allow our hitch receiver to sit into place. Now we went ahead and taped it off following the manufacturer's instructions. It's just going to cut the bottom of this middle groove. And to do that, we're going to use an air saw. So now we're ready to bring our hitch into place. We will be using our U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you don't have a hitch jack, we recommend that you get an extra set of hands as this hitch is pretty heavy. Now before we raise it, we need to bring our fish wires through each of the holes. So our hitch is going to slide in between our bumper and our shield right here. So you'll pull back on both as you raise it up in between. So when raising our hitch into place, it kept pushing up on our bumper, showing us that our instructions for our trim weren't quite correct. We need to go a little bit higher on it, about 1 inch. So we're going to need to lower our hitch just a bit so we can make that trim. Now with everything in place, we're going to remove our fish wires and install the provided flange nuts on all 6 of our bolts. And we'll repeat on the passenger side. With all of our bolts in place, we're going to tighten and torque all of them to the manufacturer specification. We're going to be using a 19mm socket, and it helps to use a 5-inch extension. And we'll repeat on the passenger side. With our hitch installed, we're going to reinstall our exhaust and our 4 bolts on the bottom of our bumper. So with our hitch installed, we pulled our vehicle down onto level ground to show you some important measurements for your hitch accessories. This is a 2-inch receiver. From the pinhole to the edge of the bumper is 3.5 inches, and from the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver is 19 inches. This will help you determine the length, rise, and drop for your hitch accessories, such as a bike rack and cargo carrier. So that wraps up your hitch install on the Ford Bronco Sport. Now make sure you check out the article featuring the Bronco Sport that we have in the description. This will let you know all the products that U-Haul offers for your Bronco Sport, as well as all the information that you need to know for your vehicle. If you have any questions about this product, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch Center, or you can visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. Thank you.